A love story and second chances in Willow Creek. In the quiet town of Willow Creek, located in the state of Maine, autumns were famous for their vibrant colors and fresh air that filled the streets. There lived Emma, a young nurse who had dedicated her life to caring for others. After losing her parents in an accident as a child, Emma found comfort. I love helping people, but her heart had long yearned for something more, an authentic connection. One day, while leaving the hospital after a long shift, Emma accidentally bumped into Alex, an architect who had arrived in the town to supervise the construction of a new clinic. Alex, a reserved but kind man, carried with him the weight of a past relationship that had left him disillusioned with love. Despite the initial clumsiness of their meeting, both felt a spark that they could not ignore. Over time, Emma and Alex began to coincide more and more. It was already in the small local cafe or on walks through the park. Their conversations flowed naturally, and they soon discovered that they shared a passion for classical literature. It was during one of the talks that Emma confessed her love for Wuthering Heights, and Alex, in an unexpected gesture, appeared days later with an old edition of the book that he had found in a second-hand bookstore. As their relationship blossomed, Alex began to open up about his past. He had grown up in a big city and had always prioritized his career, leaving little room for relationships. Emma, for her part, she shared how her parents' accident had deeply marked her, but it had also driven her to value every moment of life. However, not everything was perfect. Alex received an offer for an important project in Chicago, an opportunity that represented a great advancement in his career. The news fell like a bucket of cold water on Emma, who feared that the distance could separate their paths. Alex, divided between his love for Emma and his professional ambition, found himself in a dilemma. The night before Alex's departure, both of them met at the Dock del Lago, a place that had witnessed many of their moments together. Under a starry sky, Alex promised her that, no matter where he was, he would always think of her. Emma, with tears in the eyes, he handed her a letter he had written, but asked her not to read it until she arrived in Chicago. In the months that followed, the distance tested their relationship. Although they remained in contact, the calls became less frequent and the visits more difficult to coordinate. Emma began to focus more on her work, trying to fill the void that Alex had left. He immersed himself in the fast-paced world of architecture in the big city. One day, while reviewing old photographs, Alex found the letter that Emma had given him. Upon reading it, the words of Emma deeply moved them. Sometimes, life separates us, but true love always finds its way back. If you ever doubt, remember that my heart will always be with you. It was. At that moment, Alex understood that, despite his professional achievements, his life was not complete without Emma. Decided to win her back, Alex left the project in Chicago and returned to Willow Creek. Upon arrival, he found her in the hospital, attending to a group of children. When their eyes met, Emma couldn't help but smile, although tears began to roll down her cheeks. Alex, in a mix of nerves and determination, he approached and said to her, "No matter where you are my home. Can we start over?" Emma, without hesitation, hugged him tightly, knowing that she had finally found the balance between his dreams and his love. From that day on, Emma and Alex began to build a life together in Willow Creek, demonstrating that, sometimes, true success is not measured in big professionals, but in the connections we make and the hearts we touch. If this story touched your heart, like it, subscribe and share it with someone you think needs to listen. We would love to read your comments. End.